Hey guys, how's it going? Excuse the old battered guitar. It's not the best in the tuning, but it's what was around me, so it's fine. So we were looking at the other day. We were doing some stuff with Back in Black. Um, yeah, so we had our chords, then our licks, and then all very cool. Have a go at that for definite. A couple of the things I was telling you is to kind of have a look at maybe this part here. You could look at trying that on all the strings. Just a nice little exercise. I think I need to practice that a bit more myself. So that's one little thing. Just get your fingers working a bit better. Get good exercises. We can use lots of those kind of ones we can do. They sound terrible, but it's just good for getting your fingers working so we can play our nice cool bits. So we were in the class yesterday. We were talking about playing those open chords, which are these, but in kind of bar chord positions instead. So I just want to do a little bit of a recap about like how the bar chords work. Okay, so there's this thing called the caged system. So the cage is basically spelling out all our kind of normal chords: C, A, G, E, and then D. Now, all of those shapes can be moved up and down the neck. It's kind of how capos work. So, say if I have a C chord, I can do C like this. So that's C in the C shape. Then I can do a C chord in the A shape. Kind of still looks like an A chord. Okay. Then I can do C chord in the G position. Very difficult, but that's okay. And then C chord in the E position. And then lastly, C chord in a D position. And once I've done that one, it starts again. I can't do it on this guitar, but you could be back to your C position. You know, kind of that's the next one. So it repeats C, A, G, E, D. And that's the same for all of them. If I go from A, the next position of A is going to be G. The next position of A is going to be the E shape. And D. And you're back to that one. So that's how they all go up and down the neck. So a good thing to do this week would be to be able to try and find all three of those chords, so E, D, and A from Back in Black, and put them in different positions. So I'm going to do a little bit of that. If I go here, so I have my E, D, and A. So that's that position done. The next position for E chord would be D, D shape. So again, it looks like a D, but it is an E chord. And then it'd be... So I use the E shape, sorry, D shape, then C shape of the D chord, and then G shape of the A chord. Okay, and let's see if I can do another one. It goes, then it'll go, I'll do one more, see if I can do it. Where's my E shape? So it takes a little bit of thinking, like, you know. This is just good practice to do. You won't use it too often. Where we will use it is for if we're doing a bit of improvising and playing solos and stuff. So that'll be a good thing to do. Okay, so I'm going to just cover back. That's like our, kind of, if you're already playing bar chords, that's like your next challenge. Okay, so this is, and then if you haven't done any bar chords, this is what I want you to do. So say you take your E chord. The main two shapes we use for bar chords are our E shape, which looks like this, if you move it up, and our A shape, which looks like this. So I want you to try doing E up here. So it's going to be on the 7th fret and the 9th fret. You're going to cover from the 5th string down on the 7th fret, and then our ring finger is going to cover from the 4th string down, just here. Like that. And what happens is this bottom string kind of gets muted by my finger here. So that's my E chord. If you're not sure what fret it's to be in, just check against the one you know. Like that. Then the next one we have will be D. So our D is going to be just here. So it's actually the same as we did for E, but it's just going to be 2 frets lower. Okay, so we'd have, which would be kind of cool. And then our A chord, instead of doing this one, we're going to use the E shape. So what we do for A is we cover the whole of the 5th fret. Then our middle finger goes on the 3rd string at the 6th fret. ring finger goes up on the 5th string, 7th fret, and pinky goes just underneath that. So I'd have bum, da-dum. So that's just a cool thing to start looking at. Get used to, again, Back in Black is not the important thing of this. It's just we're taking that song and then we're trying to practice our bar chords with it, or practice to get our fingers working. So have a go with that this week, and I'll see you guys next week. Thanks a lot.